I'm laying here in the dark thinking of this story, and I can't stop. I don't want to tell it, but I have to, I think. In the heart of West Virginia lays a patch of woods known only as the Devil's Hollow. Nothing grows there. Trees lean as if whispering secrets to each other. Animals refuse to linger, and even in the thick of summer, a bitter chill clings to the air like breath on a mirror. One such summer, in the stifling humidity of July, 16-year-old Mason moved in with his grandfather, a recluse who lived alone in a decaying house at the edge of a hollow. His mother said the old man was getting forgetful, that he needed help. Mason didn't mind. Anything was better than the city after what happened last year. His first few days were quiet. The house was musty and thick with the smell of old wood and pipe smoke. The woods whispered at night, and the porch light never stayed on. Mason assumed it was just the faulty wiring in the place, too old to bother repairing. But on the fifth night, shortly after midnight, there came a knock. 3 taps, measured, deliberate. Mason crept down the stairs, had a baseball bat in his hand. His grandfather was asleep in his chair, a blanket pulled up around his chin, unmoved by the sound. He peeked through the peephole, and 2 children stood on the porch, a boy and a girl, both around 10, pale as candle wax. Their hair was dark, wet-looking. They wore outdated clothes, Sunday's best, like something from a church photo, a few decades old. The boy had a small, crooked smile, and the girl didn't smile at all. "Can we come in?" the boy asked before Mason even opened the door. His voice was flat. "It's cold out here." Something about his tone made Mason's stomach twist. He opened the door just a crack, enough to let the screen creak open. "Where are your parents?" "They'll be here soon," said the girl, her voice dry as leaves. "We need to use your phone," said the boy. "Please, we won't take long." Mason started to say yes. His mouth moved to agree before he realized it. But then he looked down. Their hands were clenched tight, too tight. And when he looked up, their eyes, solid black, no iris, no whites, just pits like tar. "Don't open the door," his grandfather croaked suddenly from behind him. The old man was awake now, eyes wide with a fear Mason had never seen in him before. "Whatever you do, don't invite them in." The children didn't move. They didn't blink. But now they pressed their faces closer to the screen door. "Please," they whispered together. "We can't come in unless you say it's okay. And we're afraid out here." And suddenly, Mason understood. He felt it. The pressure behind their words, the weight behind the smile, the deep gnawing hunger that scraped at his thoughts, nudging his mind like cold fingers prying open a box. He slammed the door, locked it, drew the curtain shut. They stood there until dawn. He watched from between the slats of the blinds. They didn't knock again, didn't speak, just stood and stared, unmoving, until the first light of day burned through the trees. By morning, they were gone. Only 2 small sets of bare footprints remained in the dew, leading nowhere. His grandfather wouldn't speak of it after that. Just handed Mason a bag of salt, a Bible, and a shotgun that smelled of silver. "You'll know if they come back," he said. "They always do, once they find you." That was 3 years ago. Now Mason lives alone in the house at Devil's Hollow, and every few nights he hears the knock again. 3 taps, measured, deliberate, and a child's voice whispering just beyond the door, "We still need to come in. Please let us in."